Hey everyone, and welcome back to GreedFall. I know it's been some time since I played this game. I think came out, want to say mid 2019. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. Welcome to the DLC. To be playing the now probably I'm wording this wrong, but this time how I read it the Vespe Conspiracy. It might not be the Vesp or whatever it is, but yeah, it came out earlier this year, so. Um, I must admit I was surprised. I wasn't expecting a DLC for this game, considering it's like a year and a half, 2 years since it came out, and usually, either there's some information on it, or they announce it from the beginning, say, look, in a year's time we'll have this. But I wasn't waiting for a DLC, but it was not a surprise nonetheless. So, yeah, so a couple of things you can do with this, get this game. I get it with the gold edition on PS5. I don't think there is a gold edition for the PS4. Could be wrong. Which also came out midway through this year, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. Otherwise, if you have the edition, you can get a free upgrade to PS5 version, which is what I'm on right now. And you have to pay, depending on where you are in the world, it's like $7 to $10. So it's only a short DLC, but I enjoyed this game, so I definitely want to come in and play it. Only one issue is it's not when I say word immediate, I mean in the sense it's not like you quickly into the game and it's there. You have to be the information for DLC claims midway. Well, I mean, I don't remember. I'm playing through a new game, as it were, for the PS5, because I started on the PS4 version. But I am at least 2/3 the way through this game, if not 3/4 of the way through it. And sorry, but there is no way in hell this is midway. So why do I say it's not midway? Well, you're thinking, oh great, he got friendly, and you think, hang on a minute, what about the Bridge Alliance? I've made a couple of mistakes with the Bridge Alliance, which cost me kind of dearly, so that was a bit unfortunate. I completed all quests for companions. I will, I'm probably going to be referencing spoilers. There might actually be some referencing to spoilers, so you are warned. If you're interested, I've done a full playthrough of the main game for for GreedFall, and I'm pretty sure I did all of the side quests as well. So yeah, made a couple of maybe different choices, different armor pieces, but it is what it is. So essentially, you have to get to a point where, and this is where I talk about spoiler territory, just so you're warned. So 3, 2, 1, just for the sake of it. Okay, so Hiking's Trail. So all of these there's this whole event in the game where Constantine vanishes in search of this cure for the Malachor. Essentially, that's just the very, very basics of it. Or essentially get healed because he's become infected with the Malachor. And this is nowhere near halfway through the game. I mean, halfway through the game, as far as I'm concerned, would be when the Coin Guard tried to take over. That, I would say, is halfway, and I'm way past that. I mean, good God, that is not halfway. I'm just wanting to point that out, that I mean, okay, some people may do things differently, but if you do companion quests before you get to this point, and you're actually going on the story and doing everything, there is no way this is halfway through the game. So, just to point out, you need to have unlocked both of these main quests to get access, because I tried doing it before and I realized I hadn't actually gone far enough in the story, which is annoying, so I've been doing the last couple of days being busy with that. So, yeah. I'm not going to use Ciora for this because, well, I don't think it's going to involve the natives, so let's grab, where is he? Wait, Vasco, there you are. Vasco, okay, here we are, and basically what happened is it says midway point. I have to get unlock those missions to come to any of the camps. I should stress the camps are not the intermission points, like the little segue point when you're trying to go from one safe house to another, so to speak, or one camp from one camp to another. They're actually in the residences or the actual field camps. You'll see a little thing with this here. So, yeah. I had a bit of an issue because I was thinking that's midway, and I finally I actually had to look this up. I had to look out where they counted where they counted midway. Yeah, interesting definition, midway. That's just my opinion, but a lot of people got confused with that. So, anyway, without further ado, if you're new to my channel, you should know I play against the story. I very much tend to, in general, explore reading collectors as much as I can. Without further ado, let's do this. Letter from Lady Morange. To the attention of Legate de Sardet of the congregation. Your Excellency, a messenger informed us of the arrival of a delegation from His Highness the Prince de Vespe, until I hear others call it de Vespe, led by his daughter. If possible, I'd like you to get back to New Serene as soon as possible. We're in New Serene, nothing to worry about there. I do not know how to react to the rather disturbing arrival of this family on Teer Fradee. In hope that this letter has found you in good health, I look forward to seeing you again, Lady Lorraine de Morange. I'm going to butcher that name, God.
Lady Morange tells me that a delegation from the de Vespe family just landed on the island.
Isn't that the family who rules over Peren? From what I've heard, they're not good company.
I've never ferried them myself, but it's said they are treacherous assassins.
Oh,
I wonder
lovely.
why they're here. We should talk to Lady Morange. She'll be able to tell us more.
Agreed. So, in case you're wondering what I'm rolling with in terms of outfits, so go with the these. If you pre-ordered the original game, you got the Discovery, Discovery is how it chooses +1 tuition, and you got a couple of low type one-handed weapons, all this sort of stuff, so that you basically had a little bit of an upper hand going into it. So, oh, you got the doublet of good fortune. I almost completely forgot about that. So, my loot chance is at plus 100%, which is absolutely fantastic. So this, obviously, for the charisma, rocking these for a little while, would get the switch. Thank you, switch across for goodness sake. Some of these upgrade for better armor damage, just for what it's worth. The others are, this is for Vasco, for the Noughts. Okay, so all of these, I could go with armor, but it's just easier to go loot chance, because at this point, just collecting so I can just, I mean, I've got plenty of coins, but I'd rather just keep collecting, so that's the way I'm seeing it. So he can't do, in case anyone's wondering, Kurt cannot do 100, well, I'm pretty sure he can't do 100 weapons if my memory serves me correctly. He's a specialist type in 200 weapons or 200 blunt weapons, so yeah, that's just so you know. He can't wield pistols. There's another character called Afra, who's a companion. She only wields a rifle. I'm pretty sure she can't wield a pistol, so just in case you're wondering. Excuse me. So, also, for attributes, this is my second playthrough, so I've also known a few things going into it, so decided to go with agility, get some marksmanship. Really, depending on what playstyle you're going through, you don't really need any more than 2 endurance, depending on how hardcore you're going through. I'm just waiting for the 5th strength, so I can do the 200 weapons for the blunt, so I can increase the armor, which I'm a little bit away from that level. For the talents, I have lockpicking level 3, technically. I know what you're saying. Wait, what do you mean you got lockpicking level 3? But you still want to unlock it. Okay, with the garments, or you know what I mean, those overalls, you can attach a perk to them. One being lockpicking or science or vigor or stuff like that. So I have that on me, so I can just change the overall the garment if I need to lockpicking. So it gives me automatic level 3. Vigor means I can climb up some of the taller slopes, which you'll understand if you ever come across them. There's some slopes you can either drop down, you can't climb up unless it says the Vigor level 3. Vigor level 2 essentially can jump across some ravines, some short ravines. And tuition and high charisma are, I think it also half depends on, one thing depends on difficulty, I believe, I could be wrong. Other thing is just, I believe it depends on not only this, but how friendly, all this sort of stuff. There's lots of factors in it, but I've got the the charisma and tuition, so I maxed out on those like it all, because they also give you dialogue choices, and the higher on those, by I mean like the more perks, the more points you have in that intuition, the better chance you got. So yeah, I've been quite fortunate, I would say, but I've been focusing on unlocking those things, so that is just the way that is. So yeah, quick look, friendly and all those, stuffed up in the bridge lines, at least nice. It defaults back to suspicious otherwise, which is worrisome, but yeah. I just wanted to go over that because I know some people might be thinking, so what are you rocking, you know, what's your status like in this there, so have a chat to Lady Morange. Hello there, long time no see.
Ah, Lady de Sardet. Did you get my message?
Indeed. The arrival of the de Vespe family in Teer Fradee is surprising, and no doubt worrying. But without knowing their intentions...
Nothing good can come from that family, for the interests of the Dorsey family and Serene.
I believe you.
But I truly cannot tell you anything about the reason for their presence. The message I received was brief. Aurelia de Vespe announced her arrival on the island and asked to see your cousin as soon as possible.
Really?
She and her entourage seem to have settled in a region that I do not know. Adag ol Credo, north of Vikshadir. I think it would be good for you to locate her and try to find out more.
Agreed.
I know the place. It's close to a cove that we sometimes used to get supplies. We stopped using it when we lost a ship there. But I've never set foot there. I seem to remember the natives considered the region as sacred.
We should also take advantage and visit these unknown lands. Who knows what they have in store for us?
You're right. It's better for us to go and see what it's all about.
Okay. Right. Aurelia de Vespe. It's not the Vespe, it's the Vespe.
Goodbye, Lady Morange.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Be careful. Don't underestimate the trickery of the de Vespes.
Considering what trickery I've already gone through in this game, I am, well, yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult to pull the sheep's wool over my head very quickly, but, alright. What's the best way to go about this? Okay, can I automatically, I should automatically be able to travel either near there or nearest point. By nearest point, I mean I could go to a land nearest, and I can go from one of the fast travel points in that area to this section. No, stop. The controls in this game, I should point out, they're quite different to what you'd normally have in other open world type action games. Just like for things like Assassin's Creed or whatever, stuff like that. It's quite different controls, just so you're aware. So it threw me off a little bit. So yeah, if I fumble around with the controls, you know why. Oh dear. Okay, Frasonigrad, if I recall correctly. Rock Bluff Camp, cool. I've gone and unlocked most, if not nearly all of the camps as well, so that's usually quite helpful. So when I was talking about the intermission camps, this is what I mean. You won't find the note in here, you'll find it in the other camps, which we'll come to. Just in case that was unclear, so a camp like this, that's kind of what I mean. So just in case I was in any way unclear. Right, where are... Oh, okay. So, right. So we do actually have to travel there. Gotcha. Wait, where? How? Travel down here, go round. Okay. Okay, so when I was talking about the Vigor level 3 is climbing. You see these slopes like this have the juts in them coming out? That's what you need. There's one that just has no... That's the same type, but it's just clear... Well... There's no just, it's sort of just rocky, but there's no indentation, so later to climb up, you can't use the Vigor for that, just in case any of you are curious. I realize it's probably not the most useful thing, but someone's probably asked, oh, how do you do this, how do you do that? Now you know, so, yeah. I'm glad I had Vasco with me for that. That was actually quite useful, so he knows where he's going. Well, he knows of the place, one would hope. Oh wow, okay, right, we're going over here. What the hell is that? You know what, I'm not looking into it, I'm not looking into that, we're probably not going to bother with it. Let's just not bother. Occasionally I read a little too much of those pictures, like, I know they're a fairy tale, I know there are tales and stories, but just how accurate are they? Oh dear. And like, what mysterious thing are we going to encounter? Now I do very much tend to, if it's not when I'm recording, but outside recording, I do tend to. Okay, interesting music. I do tend to go and find all the camps around here, so I will definitely be doing exactly the same. Right. Okay. Interesting. Okay, campsite there. Alright. Camp area. What I might actually do, I'm going to do a little bit of exploring. I'm going to go to this camp area. I want to unlock them because it means I can just travel fast between them, so... Which I would hope you'd all understand the logic of that, so yeah. Because otherwise, I mean, I've got to travel, because you can travel from one camp to a camp virtually instantaneous, so it's just easier. I mean, you can do the long travel around if you want to, but I mean, who's gonna bother with that, honestly? Also, having higher intuition and vigor also gives you collecting more things to collect, or gives you what the hell? Okay. That's alarming. That's just alarming. Alright. What the hell are these things? Oh, good. Oh, excellent. I can also unlock that. Right. Good, level 45. That, oh, okay. Oh, good. So this one here, what was this? That was the long-handed blunts, long-handed blade. 1 second. Where is it? Is this heavy two-handed weapons? Okay, so that's not a weapon. That's just the blunt, not the. I had that ready for when I was going to do it anyway. So this one here, because I should be able to wield them after that. Excuse me. Okay, total points. Not going to worry about science. And get craftsmanship, actually. Good. The craftsmanship +1 is from Kurt, if my memory serves me correctly. I've also got one of the gloves. I've got a +1 for craftsmanship. So that's because whenever if your companion levels up to at least to friendly, they've each got their own little perk, division, intuition, charisma, vigor, etc. And if they're in your party and they're friendly, that perk automatically applies to you. So yeah, that's basically how that works. So okay, cool. Right. As for the I probably should have showed you this, actually, to be fair. Don't know why I do it. So I've got one. This is just so I can get inside each camp. So this, when I talked about the little perks and everything for locker picking, that's on this one here. So I keep the doublet on because it's just bonus to have with everything. What the hell? Where? Whoa! Wait, what? How? Wait, what? Wait, whoa, wait, hang on. Hold up. Oh god, I've gone the totally wrong way. Well, isn't that typical for me, isn't it? I know you're saying, go and get it. You'd be surprised how quick it is to go from one camp to the other. It's worth the trip. Plus I get to explore, so that's even bonus in itself, so. So you go around. Okay. That's always Wild West music. It just does. And you are no way out of here. Okay. I might have just screwed that up massively. Bugger. Hey, hey. Okay. Excellent. Nice. 3 camps. Okay. Now, my next question is, can we get back up there? I'd be surprised if we couldn't. Right. I probably should have gone and got that camp there, shouldn't I? But... oh no, hang on. Maybe I can get... huh. Interesting. Well, it'll be an interesting experience if I can actually get back. I'd be really surprised if I couldn't. Very, very surprised if I couldn't. Oh, I think I've just found the way back. They were just hidden quite well. Okay. What the hell? Are you serious? Oh, can I get back up there? Is this really a one-way? What the hell was the point in that? Never mind. Really? I can't get back up there? You're joking. Well, that's bloody stupid. Can I go? Nope. Alright, well, looks like I'm taking the long way around. Dearie me. Well. I genuinely didn't actually expect to actually... to ruin... why would I try... oh, for goodness sake. I genuinely expected to be able to climb back up. I didn't expect like a one-way trip. I assume it probably clears I can actually go backward, go in the reverse direction. I'll climb in here, let's go to the rocky bluff. I mean, it's not far anyway, so... thank you. Just do a quick... hey, look, you got to see some surroundings. So, oh, you got the wrong way. Great. Right, this time I'll actually go to the camping on see Aurelia, so... I swear that's... that gotta be Spanish, I would assume. No, West Road, thank you. Interesting. The Vespe. Would you actually say that, pronounce that the Vespe in Spanish, or would you pronounce it the Vespe? Or the Vespe or something? I'm genuinely curious. Or is that then going French? I assume the name is Spanish. Let me know. I'm curious. If you know, of course. Well, that was an unexpected detour, but never mind. Oh dear. Right. Right, actually headed this direction this time. Oh dear. Maybe we can learn about what these creatures are and all that. That'd be really interesting. At least they're a new type of creature. That's quite good. You lot can deal with them. Nice shot there, Vasco. I gotta be honest, when it said this is supposed to be like the enhanced edition of it for the PS5, it doesn't. If nothing else, it definitely runs smoother than the PS4 version. I'll give it credit. I mean, I think the lighting probably looks a little bit better, but in terms of visual enhancements, it doesn't really have any of them. Maybe crisper, I don't know. But the game does seem to run smoother, at least on the PS5 version it did the PS4. So if that counts for anything, then yeah. In case people do ask, like, is there a difference? What is it? Well, that's all I notice anyway. It does seem to definitely run smoother, which is always a good thing. Well, that certainly seems intentionally placed, doesn't it? Okay. So, what missions we got here? Contract missing servant. I'm offering a reward to anyone who finds my friend. He's one of Her Highness's servants, as am I. We were to meet near the ruins of the old port, but he never turned up. Okay. Put an end to the thievery in the camp. Messenger to the camp. Message to the camp guards. Thieves have managed to infiltrate our camp several times to steal our equipment. Be careful. One of them was wounded, but they could come back. To those of you who read this message, if you come across that band of robbers, please dispose of them. You may keep all they stole. Oh, I'd say that's a fairly decent deal. But you can't pay. It's like, you know what? If you can reap whatever you find, especially if you get could be a really lucrative find, or it could be an absolutely shocking find, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. Oh yeah. Aurelian de Vespe. Well, well, well. She's got some skill. Give her that.
Ah, visitors. Legate de Sardet, I presume.
You know us well.
Indeed. Delighted to meet you, Your Grace.
The accounts I've been given of you and your companions don't do you justice. Truly, it is a pleasure. We're going to become wonderful friends, you and I. I'm sure
Really?
of it. Say, aren't we going to be cousins soon?
What?
Pardon me, Your Grace,
Excuse
but
me?
I'm not sure I follow. And if I may ask, what is it precisely that brings you to this remote island?
Haven't you heard? Well, it seems the messengers on this island are not particularly reliable. No matter. Your uncle and my father have decided that your cousin, Prince Constantine, and I are to be married.
Wait, what?
So, here I am.
Okay.
This is incredible news.
Very
I
incredible.
know you must be surprised. However, this alliance will be a wonderful way to put an end to the enmity between us, don't you think?
Yes, I must inform you that sadly my cousin... he's disappeared. We believe he may have been kidnapped.
Oh? What horrible news. Do you know who's responsible? I assume an investigation is underway.
We're here
Of
instead
course.
looking for you.
And I'm involved in the investigation. Every effort is being made to find the governor.
Well, I'm most reassured that you're in charge. I'm sure you'll find him quickly, and that we'll soon be wedded as planned. Then, you and I will be cousins, of course. Furthermore, I was hoping I might be able to count on your assistance.
Oh yeah.
Of course, Your Grace. What can I do for you?
You see, I didn't want to impose myself on New Serene until all the necessary arrangements had been made for my arrival. I had the Naughts drop us off in a quiet place outside the city. Too far outside the city, clearly. There were these savages and bandits skulking around the woods and threatening us. They even robbed me. Worst of all, they took the chest in which I was keeping the marriage contract.
We try not to use the term savages.
Yes.
We're on their land, after all.
The natives.
And the congregation's aim here is to do business.
Right you are. Please excuse me. I'm still not entirely used to these new surroundings. In any case, it's absolutely mortifying to have to ask you this, but you know the island and its inhabitants better than I do. Could you perhaps retrieve the chest for me? I would be eternally grateful, cousin.
I'm not sure I entirely trust her. That's just first impressions. She... maybe it's just me, she speaks a very sly tongue. I don't know. I get a very sly vibe from her, I must say.
I won't deny that I'm surprised to hear about your engagement to my cousin, despite the excellent reason you put forth.
Surely you didn't think your cousin would stay single forever? Perhaps you thought to remedy this yourself? Know that although the decision was not my own, I'm very pleased about it. I got the impression your uncle thought a wedding might calm your cousin a little. And now that he's in the role of governor, he needs a wife of his standing. My father saw an opportunity to get me away from Peren, where I was in great danger, and found me a worthy husband in the process. But again, it's clear that their main intention was to put an end to years of conflict. Is there anything else?
Well, if nothing else, I suppose there's some good intentions there. I'll give her that.
Can you tell me more about the theft?
Of course. We were unloading our things from those horrid little boats that the Norts get about in when it was taken. I was busy setting up camp at the time, so I didn't see who it was. My men didn't see much either, because it was dark. But certain natives from the region stopped by in the morning. They were aggressive and insisted that we leave. I'm sure they were behind the robbery, unless it was just bandits. There were a couple that my men chased away, but that's all I know.
Thank you. We'll get about finding it.
Oh yeah,
Is there
blame the
anything
natives. Because you don't know them, you blame them. Isn't that a typical thing we've had in our history? No, it can't possibly be us, it was the natives. No, we're not actual liars, it's just we like to use a little use our political tongue and just weave a web of complete deceit and utter unparalleled crap. No, of course not. If that's indeed what's going on. Oh dear.
Since we're going to be cousins, I'll have to get to know you better.
Well, aren't you just lovely? I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was raised like any good princess, educated in both arts and arms. But, as I had several older brothers, I was never really given a political role. I'm still my father's favorite, though. You may know that I've already been married once, but my husband was murdered in cold blood as part of a plot at court.
Oh,
I'm very sorry
I'm sorry.
for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
You're too kind. After he died, my father decided it was best to send me away from Peren. He knew your cousin was unmarried and was tired of the futile disputes between our families. So he contacted Prince d'Orsay, and the rest is history. Is there anything else?
I mean, it's believable. I mean, well, to be fair, behind every good lie, there's usually a little bit of truth in there, or at least a bit of a carefully webbed truth in there. So, to some degree. So, I'm sure the thing about her husband and her father wanting to end conflict is probably true. Just, I get a deceitful vibe about her. But anyway.
I must be going, Your Grace.
But of course. Goodbye, dear cousin.
Oi! Only Constantine can call Sardet that. Don't you start. Now, where is... let's get this camp sorted out. Whoops. Going the entirely wrong way. Wonderful.
I simply cannot believe that Prince d'Orsay would marry his son to that princess. His father may not much like Constantine, but not to the point he would consent to him marrying the family's worst enemy.
I can't believe it either. There's too much rancor between our families.
You know your family's political schemes and your uncle much better than I. If you think there's room for doubt...
Yes. I suggest we examine that wedding contract closely.
Fully agreed. Fully agreed. What? Where is... what? Oh, it's over here, okay. Excellent. Alright, we're going to end this one here. I'm going to switch it to daytime so it's just clearer for everyone to see. I mean, it's a nice why are you doing that, Slipper? It's a nice ambience, I'll admit. Interesting music. Very calming, I'd say. Why do I get a Spanish vibe from it? Is that a thing going with this DLC? Who knows. Anyway, yeah, see you next time in the daytime. See you then.